Good fish. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, that's a better fish. Oh, it's a really good fish. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. This is Rag Florida Fishing. I'm just getting off of a high of all highs from the last two videos. I mean, just two phenomenal days of fishing. But we're going back out there today. It's a little overcast and pretty windy, but we're gonna be doing the backwater stuff again. I got the 5.5-inch jerkbait, the 3-inch shrimp, and the terrorized tied on. So we're gonna try to see if we can get a backwater bite today. You know, not going too crazy. It's about almost 4 o'clock, so we only have like a couple hours to fish, but let's see if we can get on them and get some fish in the boat. See you guys when I'm fishing. All right, guys, I'm gonna start off the day on some Seawalls, throwing the DOA 5.5-inch jerkbait with the black and silver flake on 40-pound monoliter, 30-pound braid, PENN Battle 4000, and the Offshore Angler Gold Cup inshore rod, 7-foot medium action. The tide is really low, like the lowest I've seen it in months. So we're gonna try to get on some fish here, see if they're up on the Seawalls, see if we can get on any tarpon, and kind of go from there. It's going to be incoming tide here in probably a few minutes. It's pretty much dead slack right now, so but we'll see if we can get on some fish. Oh, good fish. Oh, that's a good snook. That's a good snook. Oh, it's a jack. Oh man. I was not expecting that to be a jack. It's a good one. That's a funny looking jack. His like nose is kind of weird. All right. Oh, came off right there. He is so dark. Oh. All right, all right. Pretty little jack on the jerkbait. All right, get him a good, what is that on his belly? All right, get him a good release. All right, let's get another one. All right, guys, so I had the 3/8 ounce jig head on my Terrorize, and it's not as windy and as the current isn't ripping as bad as I thought it was going to. So I'm gonna just throw this 1/4 ounce jig head with this white and chartreuse tail Terrorize, and this is the knot that I use here. You know what, let me start over. I take the line, go through the eye, bring it back around, and then I twist it 5 to 7 times depending on what pound test you're using. Take this end and go right back through this loop. I hold tight, get it wet with some spit, cinch down tight, and that knot has been phenomenal for me for my entire life. It's the knot that my dad taught me how to tie when I first started fishing. Clip off the tag end and you're ready to go. All right, guys, I'm going to show you one of my techniques for tarpon that's a little bit more unconventional. I was just fishing one day and got a hit from a tarpon doing this, and I've been doing it ever since, and I've been getting tons of hits doing it. Now, it's not traditional. Not too many people fish for tarpon this way, but I take this little jerkbait and I throw it as far as I can when I'm just kind of searching for them, and I keep it up on top. let it splash on top, and then I let it sit. Splash on top and let it sit. Now usually I just do this with a drift. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. But on the top, and then let it sit, and they'll come up and they'll air out for this bait. You know, your hookup percentage isn't phenomenal by any means, but you get tons of hits, and you know, I could sit out and get 2-3 hits from tarpon and go in and not catch any and have a great day. I think that's just the most adrenaline pumping stuff you can get pretty much on the water. But yeah, that's how I do it. We'll see if we can get on some tarpon here. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, that was such a good tarpon. That was freaking sick. Oh man, that was cool. He frayed me up a little bit. We're gonna retie and do it again. That was sick. All right, guys. Well, I switched back to the 3/8 ounce Terrorize. I threw a little bit of Mullet Pro Cure on it. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Current's starting to move again. So I'm going to fish a couple deeper docks, see if we can get on any little snook and get on a snook bite here. The sun's going down. So, I mean, I realistically only had 2 hours of fish. I've only been out here for an hour and already had that nice tarpon jump off and that nice little canal jack or canal tuna, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we're gonna try to get on some snook here, fishing a little bit deeper, see if they're still on that deeper bite. So one thing I wanted to talk about for those of you who are kind of still learning how to fish for snook, you know, as far as how I'm attacking this dock, and by attacking I mean fishing it, but snook will always, for the most part, face against the current. If you look at their bodies are pretty hydrodynamic. Like, they're built to be sitting on the bottom and the water to be gumming up over their heads, so they could stay stationary and ambush bait. So I noted that it was an incoming tide, which I mentioned first thing in the video. So the inlet's that way, so the tide's going to be coming this way. So which way are the snook going to be facing? They're going to be facing that way, and you want to bring it into their face. So that's why I'm fishing against the current. You know, just something that I've learned. Pass it on to you guys. You guys know it already. Nice. You know, it is a pretty basic, you know, thing to know about snook fishing. But if you don't know, you know, I'm glad I could help you guys out. You know, it's part of being able to catch fish. It does help. There we go. Oh, pulling pretty good. Yeah, a little decent little common snook. There we go. Oh, decent. He's a little torpedo. He's so skinny. Right in the top of the mouth there. Awesome. Oh man, he's cold. This water has been a little bit chillier than normal. Oh, jeez, dude. Come on, man. Oh. All right. Pretty little snook, man. All right, let's get him going and catch another one. Check our leader. Leader's good. All right, let's cast again. Man, just snook fishing is something that's so special because You'll get a thumb from a snook that size and not know, you know, what it is for the first couple seconds. And it's just, you just never know what you're gonna bring up. Oh, oh man. Let's see if we can get that fish. That was a tiny little thump. They're thumping it a little bit better, which is good to see. Because the last few trips, you know, you couldn't even tell that you had one on, especially in this wind. That's one thing I do like about braid, is that you could feel a bite way better than using straight mono, and it's such low stretch. Oh, this is a better fish. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a nice fish. Ooh. Yeah. Man, he does not want to give up. Okay, time to stop playing, dude. Oh, come on. All right. It's a pretty little snook. Again, right in the top of the mouth of that terrorize, just like normal. Let's get a little measure on her. I would like to see what she's measuring at. Mouth's on 0, 23 inches. Beautiful fish. Beautiful, beautiful snook. All right. Off she goes. All right, guys. That's a better snook. Let's yeah, she chafed up my leader, so we'll retie and get back on them. Ooh, just got another thump. Oh, that one pulled pretty good. Probably another, yeah, a little guy. It's funny, these little ones pull so hard. Sometimes they'll eat like crazy. Pretty, oh man, these beautiful. When they're this small, they are so freaking pretty. Oh man. All right, buddy. Let's see if we need to retie. Sure do, even that little one. And I'll tell you what, guys, this was something that I made the mistake of last or 2 videos ago when I caught that 43-inch snook if you look about 15 or 20 seconds before I hooked into that fish, I was like, oh, you know what, I should probably retie my leader in case I hook into a good one. And the fact that I didn't lose that fish from one, just the fight alone, that fish swimming into the, if you haven't seen it, go watch it, but you'll understand what I mean. And then on top of that, having not 100% leader, you know, I've said it before where I'm like, don't be lazy, retire leader, blah blah blah, and I meant it, but I was being lazy and complacent, and it'll bite you in the butt. It's bitten me in the butt before, but you know, just retire leader. Every trip I go out, whether I catch fish or not on a setup, I always start the day with fresh leader. If the hooks, you know, aren't sharp, which I'll tell you this, between the terror eyes and the shrimp, those hooks are always as sharp as could be. I mean, even now I've caught tons of fish on this specific jig head, and this thing is still sharp as crap. So, but just keep those things in mind, your hooks and your leader, and something that, you know, a tool for the toolbox, something for you to think about before you go out next time. There we go. A little better one too. Oh, he choked it. I need the pliers for this guy. Oh, let's see. Alright, now we got it. Beautiful, beautiful little snook. They're fighting like the dickens today, I'll tell you that. Off he goes. Time to retie again. I'm gonna fish probably one last spot. I spent a little bit too much time here, but I'll see you guys at the next spot. Alright guys, we're gonna throw this little DOA 3-inch glow and gold flake shrimp on 30-pound monoliter, 20-pound braid, PENN Battle 3000 and the Squadron 3 7-foot medium light fast action. Right now we're just kind of running and gunning. We're fighting the daylight that's left, so I'm gonna just kind of be fishing pretty quick, throwing up into mangroves, a couple twitches out of them, at least to the end of them, and then you know, reel it in, make a next cast. So we're just gonna be trying to get probably the more aggressive fish, see if we can end the day off with a couple more. Oh, there he goes. All right, they're chewing the scrimp. Let's get a couple more. Oh, one came up and blasted it while I was reeling it back through the mangrove limbs. Let's see if I work a little slow. There he is. That's a pretty cool feeling to be able to do that. That's pretty neat. Right in the top of the mouth. Oh, there he goes. Catch and release. Alright guys, throwing a little 3/8 ounce terrorize on a bridge just before we go in. See if we can get on one last snook. Or a couple, if they're biting. Not gonna limit myself here. Oh, that's a better fish. Oh, it's a really good fish. There you go. Dang, dude. Snook want to fight today. Oh, open her mouth. There you go. All right, a beautiful snook. Oh yeah, look at that thing, guys. Whew. Right in the top of the mouth. All right, let's get a picture real quick and send her on her way. All right, she's unhooked. Oh, let's get her a good oh, off she goes. All right, heck yeah, guys, that was a good one. All right, guys, well, that was a pretty friggin' sick day. Started off with that good jack, jumped that pretty nice tarpon, and then got on the snook. Caught, I mean, a handful of very decent snook on the terrorize. It was a heck of a day. Snook, tarpon, jack. I mean, the little inshore trifecta. Had an awesome time. I was only out on the water for like not even 2.5 hours, and all that happened. So if you got some free time after work on a weekday, go out there in your John boat and do it, or whatever boat you got. You can catch fish in a short amount of time, you know, just throwing simple baits. You don't have to catch live bait. You don't have to, you know, do this, that, and the other. You just go out with your 3 confidence baits and catch fish. Oh, and then the shrimp. I caught a couple on the shrimp, I think. I was losing count there towards the end. But guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.